Nakakakilig. Nakakakilig. You're a growing girl.
I
You're a growing
know.
baby girl. You're gonna be a full-grown tree.
Yeah. Na rooted in Christ.
In Christ.
Naks. Oo.
Ah.
Hint,
Ano
hint.
nasiga natin today?
Ano nga? Ano bang,
Sige, alam ko na. Kwentuhan mo na lang ako dun sa
oh my
dun sa
gosh.
forte mo. Since nagkukwento ka dati about yung mga online dating apps, ganyan.
Sige. Dahil pinroclaim mo na forte ko to, ano bang gusto mong malaman? Sasagutin ko na lang.
Sorry naman. Okay pa siya or is it a waste of time? Yun siguro.
For me kasi before, and alam nyo naman to, hindi talaga ako nagagaganyan. Ayoko talaga. For one reason or another, I always found reasons not to download and be part of any dating app. Kasi I became more
Okay.
mature na, oo. Yun nga, and lagi rin sinasabi ng nanay ko na parang you need to give yourself a chance din naman, di ba? Eh dahil hindi nga ako lumalabas ng bahay, so ano pa ba ang way na para ilabas mo yung sarili mo doon, di ba? So, dating
Okay.
apps. So, last year lang naman talaga ako nag-join ng mga ganyan-ganyan. But, I just saw it as an, opportunity na lang din na para hindi na rin ako kulitin ng mom ko. Na parang, sige, I did something. Masasabi ko lang, is it worth it? For me, I think, if ano ka pa lang, like for you, for example, di ba, newbie ka nga, and nag-squirm-squirm ka nga at the thought of,
Curious.
nag-squirm-squirm ka nga at the thought of, joining any dating app. Feeling ko, you can test the waters by downloading yung mga free na dating apps. Pero kahit na yung mga free na dating apps, freemium din naman sila eh. Meaning, free siya up to a certain point. And then if you want to maybe chat with them longer or to know kung sino man na nag-like sa'yo ng walang limit para makikita mo lahat, ganon, kailangan mo magbayad. 'Di ba?
So, may mga ma-unlock na features pag nag-pay ka.
Oo. So for me, I think okay na i-try mo muna yung mga free and para ma-gauge mo nga if it's for you. Kasi it's not for everybody din.
Because, why would you say na it's not for everybody?
Kasi some people prefer yung in-person meeting nga, di ba? Ayaw nila yung chat-chat. Kasi mahirap na maraming fake eh. Maraming nagka-catfishing eh.
Yun. Isa pa yun.
Oo.
In terms of security, in terms of safety, parang hindi ba scary na you don't really know yung mga kausap ko kung is it a real person behind the profile photos?
Ako kasi ginagawa ko, pag once na sinabi nila yung name nila, sinastalk ko na. Sinasearch ko na talaga kung sila yon, kung anong itsura nila, ganyan. And I think kung
So,
bot
full
sila,
name.
full name. Or kahit na hindi
So,
full
nag-exchange sa kanya full name.
Oo.
Pero hindi naman search kung hindi full name.
Hindi naman agad-agad. Magaling ako mag-search, besh.
Okay.
Yun nga, isa-search mo. And kasi may mga iba din na yung profiles nila fake. Like mga bot lang yun. So, para sabihin na, may marami palang okay dito. Pero sa totoo lang, they're not real people.
So, yun? Internal.
Oo, parang bot lang sila. Oo. Pero mahalata mo naman kung bot yung kausap mo eh. Like, parang paulit-ulit yung sinasabi nila or parang, yung mga walang sense.
Mo yun? Na-encounter mo na?
Hindi. Pero iniisip ko lang how bots work. Kasi 'di ba sa may chatbots. Isipin mo how chatbots work, ganon. And then I think depende rin 'yon sa iyo. If you're really looking for a serious relationship, may mga apps and may mga websites for that din. If you're only looking for hookups, meron din. So it depends talaga kung ano yung objective mo. I think you should do your research din muna. Once you know what you want, you do your research kung alin doon yung...
Kasi mas babagay na gamitin mo.
Oo. I wouldn't say na success stories kasi kahit yun na-fake. Pero read
Ayun
up.
Nga eh.
Read up on the different apps, the different websites. For me, although apprehensive ako, masasabi ko naman na worth it siya for me in the sense na I learned more about myself. And I think masasabi ko na mas nagkaroon pa ako ng self-worth mas naintindihan ko yung sarili ko. Mas understood myself
nakilala
better.
mo yung sarili mo in terms
Oo.
of what you like, what you don't like.
Oo. Ganon. So, pero kasi, yung mga nakakamatch ko kasi, lahat sila wala dito. So, hindi naman lahat ng tao ay open to LDR. So, mahirap din
Mahirap nga
talaga.
naman kasi talaga yun.
Oo. So it's difficult din talaga. And it's hard to find somebody who would be willing to talk to you even if you're like thousands of miles away. So kung ganun ka, if you don't want LDR, then may mga apps naman na local. Mga apps na tinitake note niya kung nasaan ka.
Within
Oo,
your
within your coverage area. And I think waste of time lang naman siya if yung kausap mo is isang tanong, isang sagot and wala talaga napupuntahan yung usapan niyo. I think that's the time when waste of time lang talaga siya and energy. Yun.
Hindi, kasi diba, parang may mga horror stories lang din kasi yung mga ganyan. Well, I know of a success story naman.
Hindi, pero doon nga papasok yung research mo muna. Like, if you're not into casual hookups, then bakit ka papunta doon sa apps na may reputasyon na
alam natin.
Oo, na casual hookups, di ba? Syempre doon ka sa mas mga serious na dating websites or dating apps na kahit papaano, mas okay yung quality.
Wala naman, parang can you guarantee that or can they guarantee that?
So far naman, yung sinalihan ko, mga matitino naman sila. Majority of them.
They live up naman to yung promise or yung claims yung app.
Oo. Na serious nga. Although, may mga outliers naman. May mga ganun din naman talaga. But then, most of them, okay naman. Matinong kausap. And, yun nga, number one priority kasi talaga is dapat Christian eh. Diba?
Nako, nawala.
Ayan, bumalik ka.
Bigla na lang nagsapi-sapi ka na.
Bigla na lang naglaho.
Okay, bilis
namang maglaho na.
Yan naman tayo.
Pag-ibig mo, sinta.
For somebody nga who doesn't really go out of the house often, saan mo pa nga ba pwedeng ma-meet?
Yeah. But,
kaya parang, papaisip nga talaga na parang, baka nga dapat ma-try.
Oo. Pero, yun nga, although, sinabi ko na priority is dapat Christian yung guy, di ba? Pero syempre, hindi naman din natin may iwasan na, yun nga, may mga Christian na not so Christ-like. So, in that sense, I guess, dapat talaga is magkasundo kayo. Pero yun, so bottom line is kailangan matinong tao siya. One thing na I find that helped me, kasi syempre, isa sa mga issue din dyan na is ayokong masaktan. Sino ba ang may gustong masaktan, di ba? I think one thing that helped me din is even though alam naman natin na dating app yun, pero I think yung mindset mo going into kung sino man yung
expectations mo.
Huwag kang masyado mag-expect. And yung mindset mo dapat is you're talking to this person as a friend muna. Parang i-condition mo yung utak mo na friend. Kasi once you think that this person is a prospect, iba na rin yung actions mo eh. Iba na rin yung masasabi mo around him or to him.
You mean mas filtered na?
Oo.
Mas compared selective ka na dun sa mga sinishare mo.
As compared to if you treat him as a friend. And in all things, kailangan parang kalma ka lang. Parang kahit na medyo kinikilig ka na, kalma ka pa din.
Kalma lang.
Kalma lang, oo.
Na-experience mo na yun, yung kinikilig ka pero kalma lang.
Slight.
Diba ang dami nga kasing tao dun sa mga dating app na yan? How do you filter out kung sino lang yung mga kakausapin mo?
Hindi, kasi yung sinalihan ko, marami siyang nandun na siya talaga sa listahan. Tapos para daily, meron siyang mga bagong minamatch sa'yo na hindi ko alam kung ilan. So, as you scroll down, marami sila talaga nandoon. So, may kita mo na, like, kung whoever catches your eye, be it their, yung profile nila, kung ano yung sinabi nila. Kasi may mga questions dun eh, di ba? And then, may kita mo yung answers nila, ganun. So, for me, I find na mas serious kasi tignan, like, if they put the effort to answer those questions properly.
Like, giving more value dun sa write-up.
Oo. And
so, yun yung isang factor to help you decide.
Oo. Pero syempre, ang mapapansin mo kasi una, it may sound superficial, pero sa totoo naman kasi, una mo talagang nakikita is yung itsura. 'Di ba? Kasi
Oo.
hindi mo naman, I mean, I'm not saying na looks is everything, but it is the first thing that you see kasi talaga.
Lalo na kung hindi mo naman kasi sila lahat kilala.
Oo.
Wala ka
So,
naman ibang basis.
oo. So, ang ginagawa ko, kung type ko, titignan ko yung profile niya. Kung hindi ko nagustuhan yung profile niya, hindi ako
Okay.
magme-message. Ganun.
Okay, so importante pa rin talaga yung profile photos ko.
And then eventually, as you talk to the person, you will find out naman if you guys are of the same wavelength, if he's respectful, di ba yung mga ganun? Trustworthy,
Hmm.
mga
Paano
ganun.
yan? Paano pala yan? Kasi sabi mo, most of the people that you talk to doon sa app are not locals. So, paano yung time difference? Hindi ba ano yun? Parang, hindi ba hassle?
Kita mo, ang dami ko ng pimples.
Dahil pala dun yan.
Pero mahirap
O,
talaga
diba?
siya.
Hindi ba hassle yun?
Oo, it is a hassle. Pero I guess you will know then if that person is really interested. If he makes the effort to
Kasi
send you a
na-hassle siya.
message. Oo.
Oo.
So, parang added difficulty siya. Pero at the same time, parang added points din. Bonus points din.
Get. Totoo naman. Kaso parang ang hirap nga.
Effort talaga yon. Lalo na if they try to send you a message regularly.
So, you would recommend na i-try. Na-try ko siya. Ako
Oo.
talaga eh. Kahit yung mga free.
Try mo muna yon.
Kahit yung free, you would recommend.
Try mo muna yon. Pero ang masasabi ko lang is you need to discern din. Discern as in you need to know when to stop talking to that person. If that person is already making you uncomfortable na. Or if you feel that he's not being that he's being inappropriate na. Syempre, stop na. Kahit na kahit na ano pang itsura niya, kahit nakamukha pa niya si Keanu Reeves, pag inappropriate na siya, stop na.
Baka si Keanu talaga yun.
Ay, hindi naman niya kailangan. Sa bagay, pandemic nga. Pero,
Kung saan sa imagination natin na pupunta eh.
Oo nga eh. Pero, try mo lang. And kung kailangan mo ng advice kung anong dating site, anong dating app, you know how to contact me.
Wala namang mawawala eh.
Ano ba yung mga humahadlang sa'yo? Bakit ayaw mo?
Number one, siguro nga yung parang skeptic ako as to yung kung matitino ba yung mga nagjo-join sa ganun. I mean, ako kasi syempre, seryoso naman ako. Hindi naman ako, I'm not gonna go into it naman at parang playtime lang.
Nasagot ko na yan. Sinabi ko, it depends on the dating app, dating website. Okay, number 2.
Yung pangalawa is, baka ako lang to, nakakatawa lang. Na parang, paano pag doon mo siya na-meet? Tapos, dating na kayo. Tapos, tanongin ng mga tao. So, how do you guys meet? Parang nakaka-shy na parang sa dating app. But that's just me. Nothing wrong with it. Pero parang ako lang personally, parang ay naiya ako. It's just me overthinking na parang other people would most probably be good for you.
Yeah. Kasi if meeting people the normal way is not working out, 'di ba? And you still have that desire nga. Yeah, gagawin mo talaga ng paraan. Yun nga, lahat naman ng bagay may pros and may cons, 'di ba? Depende lang papaano mo gagamitin yung bagay na yon. And depends on how you look at it din. Wala namang masama.
Be open-minded.
Oo. Don't limit yourself. Ay, gusto ko talaga yon. Oh my gosh. And I think the important thing there is you need to pray about it din. You need to involve God din sa decisions mo. Kasi, yun nga, like we always say, what you want may not be what God wants for you. And what He wants for you may not be what you want for yourself.
Yeah.
So, you just need to involve Him din in everything that you do. Huwag mong iisipin na kaya mong mag-isa kasi hindi kaya.
Ipag-pray ko na.
Ipagdadasal kita, besh.
Ibang level na yung mga pinagdadasal na.
Uy, mali mo, mauna ka pa sa amin. Grabe siya.
Uy, grabe.
Oh.
Grabe. Wala pa nga akong hindi pa nga ako pamilyar dun sa
Besh,
kalakaran.
kalakaran talaga.
Kalakaran.
Besh, aabang na ako ng Tiap this year, ah.
Huwag ka OA. Nag-jinx. Nag-jinx. Sige, I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Kasi parang matagal na natin na pag-uusapan. Matagal ka na nag-share. Tapos parang ako parang laging,
yeah.
Parang sige, balita ko basta, ganyan. Pero hindi ko talaga ginagawa kasi nga, ewan ko, basta hindi lang ako comfortable.
Yeah.
Pero
yeah.
Okay, may naman may points naman talaga yung mga share mo.
Tapos, tawagan mo ako ulit. Let's have another conversation after, kasi,
after 8 months.
Wow! Magpapasko na ulit.
Progress.
Magpapasko na ulit doon, Besh.
Tingnan natin kasi hindi mo rin naman masasabi kung may
kahit na 1 month actually meron ka ng initial observations, ganun.
Sige, tignan natin.
2 weeks later.
So you said that you would try out dating apps nga. So now that a few weeks have passed.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I think 2 weeks.
3 weeks? Yeah, something like that. So, what are your initial reactions?
I have very negative feedback about it. Best. Yun na nga. So here's the summary. So I downloaded the 2 apps that you recommended, and then ayun, like, swipe left, swipe right. And then, there were several matches. So, after several days, after I downloaded it, finally sabi ko, okay, sige, sabi ko kasi kay Kay, I'm gonna give it a try. So, here goes nothing. Okay, may nag-match. Nag-like siya, and then may message. So, sabi ko, okay, sige na, fine. So, minessage ko. And then, eventually, I think kasi he's yung profile niya says he's based somewhere else, not in the Philippines. So, given the time difference, medyo matagal yung back and forth ng replies. Then finally, he said if I have WhatsApp. Then, okay, fine. Kasi I think that chat will expire in a matter of I don't know how many days. So, I thought ganun talaga siya na you eventually have to bring the chat somewhere else kasi or else hindi na kayo makakapag-usap. So binigay ko. Pero, eventually, after several messages, I don't know if it's something that he shared na parang sounded kind of fishy. And being the detective that I am, syempre, I looked it up. I researched as I always do.
Yeah.
There are stories online where they share that they were scammed from dating apps, and these were the lines that this person said, and it wasn't exactly the same, but the storyline was kind of alike. So, what are the possibilities? Siyempre, di ba nga detective nga kasi ako. So, I even tried to search for that photo using yung reverse image search.
Wow!
To see if yung photo is being used by I don't know how many people and used under how many names. And true enough, yun nga. So, scam talaga siya, Besh.
I have to say, napaka-eventful ng 2 weeks mo na yun. Kasi I haven't encountered anybody who tried to scam me. But anyway, ano ba yung sinabi niya?
He hasn't reached the point. He hasn't reached that point where he could scam me. Kumbaga, naunahan ko siya.
What did he say to make you want to go into detective mode?
Well, for one, his name posted on the profile on this dating app. And the name he mentioned when he messaged on WhatsApp. He misspelled it. So I was like, what are the chances that you will misspell your name? So, na-trigger yung yung alarm. Yun, that was the first. And then,
May kasunod pa?
Isa pa. Oo, di ba? Sobrang investigador talaga.
Napaka-juicy naman.
Siyempre, I asked kung ano yung ginagawa niya doon, kung ano yung work niya.
Oh.
So, sabi niya, offshore engineer. So, technically, yung mga gano'n, isa na trabaho sa oil rigs, gano'n. And pag sinearch mo yun, may oil rig scam. Tapos, ang nakakatawa doon, alam mo yung, wala ka naman sinabing, please send a photo. Tapos, randomly, nag-send siya ng parang, like, a few second video. Tapos, Korean kasi yung ginamit niyang picture. I mean, yung catfish niya. And then, di ba Koreans are known to be very fashionable and trendy. So, yung sinend yung video, yung bihis niya doon, he looks very fashionable, I would say. So, hindi nagko-connect sa akin yung sinabi niya, he works as an offshore engineer. And then, I'm like, would you dress like that if you work on site, like offshore? The info and the visual did not connect. Yun. Tapos, so that's the second alarm. Then the third alarm was when I asked if he lived there in that country alone.
Mm.
And then he said na yes, because he lost both his parents in a car accident X years ago. So yun, parang ano na talaga, parang
Pang telenovela yata yan, Besh.
Oo.
Pang K-drama.
And he said na he only lived with his dogs and they are his whole life. And that just sounds so poetic na parang you don't sound like a real person. So I started researching. With the keywords offshore engineer, car accident, and then several articles popped up, like yung mga chat rooms.
Mm.
And then people were sharing na parang, somebody chat them up, and yun nga sabi, he works as an engineer somewhere. Like, he is of a different parang nationality, but living and working in another country. So, same. It's the same. So, I was like, sure ako scam to. Tapos, kinonfront ko yun. Minessage ko siya. So, sinabi ko na lang na parang, please stop using this man's photo and scamming people.
Ano sagot niya?
Hindi na siya sumagot. After, napansin ko na lang na tinanggal na niya yung profile sa WhatsApp. Then, na-confirm, di ba? Na-confirm ko na parang tama ako. Ayun. So, that was my first experience in the dating app.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad. Di naman ako like, although I'm not exactly like super advocate ng dating apps, but for you to experience that a couple of weeks in, parang sobrang...
Days?
Days? Mas malala. Would you continue?
I haven't been using it anymore. Kumbaga, nakakawalang gana. I mean, I wasn't like very eager or enthusiastic about that in the first place, diba?
Yeah.
Nung na-encounter ko siya, parang I realized na, oo nga pala. So this is the reason why I'm not using it.
So like, natetest yung yung detective skills mo nga and yung
discernment mo.
Oo. At saka yung kailangan maniwala ka talaga dun sa gut feel mo eh.
Yeah.
So yun talaga yung one of the rules talaga. If it's too good to be true, chances are it's not true.
Yeah.
Diba? And then number 2, always trust your gut.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, if you feel that there's
Yeah.
something wrong, there's something fishy, wag na. Wag mo lang ituloy.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And use your detective skills.
Yeah.
So I would say na it wasn't a good experience, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue using it. But at least I gave it a try.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an exciting or pleasing experience at all. Like left, 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 left,
Mm-mm.
left. I mean, hindi naman sa pangano, pero parang it will really make you reconsider na parang, okay, what are the possibilities nga ba talaga for you to meet somebody na okay? So in general, wala siyang masyadong effect. Aside from I had a story to tell about it.
So let's just say na maybe if ever may effect man, it's not that noticeable. So joining
Kinda.
those apps, yeah. So joining those apps didn't really do anything for you in terms of that.
Yeah, it didn't do anything for me.